everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Juju, and I hope that you guys are having a fantabulous day. So, guys, the last time we spoke, um, I was talking about me getting ready to go on vacation. Let me tell you, God, I mean, I literally forgot what it's like to go away on vacation because, as you know, last year we were all shut down, and usually, let me tell you, every year I go away at least 2 to 3 times a year. That's very important to me. Like, it is important that I get away because that's what keeps me sane. Okay, you have to get away, and one thing is like when you go on vacation, you can't just say, okay, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks and then stay, at home and not do nothing. Like, try and get away out of the vicinity, guys, because end up happening. You end up working. You end up working, and somehow you end up thinking about your job. Okay, as you guys know what I do, some and I'm speaking from experience. It's like you're so tempted to, like, okay, let's see what's going on. I have a job phone, and it's like I keep it um plugged in, but and charge, but it's like you hear those little dings come through, and and it's like from the email or something like that coming through, and it's like you're tempted to look. And I feel like once you start looking at anything that has to do with your job, you're pretty much working. Okay. So it was like I decided this about approximately like 4 years ago. I said, when I am on vacation, I am going away and I'm doing something. Now, everybody may not be able to go away all the time. Everyone may not be financially stable, but even if you can't get away, just try to go to a hotel like 3, 4 days just to get away from the scenery. Okay, you want to get away from that home scenery. So, go lay by the poolside so you have that feeling of, okay, I'm away a little bit. Like that TWA hotel. I don't know if anyone has visited it before, but you feel like you're away. Like, that's how I feel, at least. I feel like I'm away. So, it's just very important that you get away. And especially from last year, I got to go away once last year, and that was in the beginning of the year. That was when my girlfriends and we went away to Bermuda in January, like the end of January into February. And it was like, thank God we had such a good time because when we came back, girl, all hell broke loose. Okay? I was just like, it was just like no holds bar, like World War like Z, like it was crazy. Okay, so um, this year when I went away, when I finally got to go away, I really reflected, and it was like I was so appreciative of um being away. um we take things for granted a lot, and I realized that I took it for granted, getting away and being able to go away. But I really appreciated, like, just seeing another year. Um, God had I'm looking at my email keeps popping up. God has really been there for me, mentally, physically. He has protected me. I never got sick. None of my family got sick. And, I'm just thankful that I'm here. So I really appreciated this getaway that I was able to live to see it. So I was just like, every moment I was loving it. Um, you know, when we were getting ready to go down, there were a few mishaps that happened on our way. So I'm going to tell you about that. That was just the devil trying to be, you know wiggle its way in and just trying to put a little monkey wrench. But God kept me cool and He kept me calm, and that was it, you know. So I was just like, I said to myself, I said, okay, you know what, I'm not worried about that. Um, so on our way to the airport, we were early. It was my boyfriend and I. We went to go visit my sister. We were very early getting to the airport because we said, you know, we don't know what's going on with the traveling situation. So we said, let's get there early. And we were like super early, like 2 hours. Um, when we went to go print our boarding pass, it kept on, it actually said, it says see agent. And I was like, for what? Anyway, we're in the see agent. It says because we said that we didn't have any, we're not checking any bags. So the agent, it says that you have to see an agent to check our bags. And I said, that doesn't make any sense because we're not checking any bags. Anyway, when we went to see the agent, she said, oh, you know, the plane ticket that you got, you guys can't carry any, no carry on is allowed. And I'm like, what? I said, no carry ons. I said, how is that? How is that possible? Like, usually every airline allows at least one carry on because we packed very lightly because where we were going, it's very hot down there, very humid. So I packed a whole bunch of skimpy dresses and shorts, okay, literally half naked. Like, I was getting ready for the weather, okay, bathing suits, cover up, like, I was ready, okay. And my boyfriend, he also packed lightly because he had like just like a knapsack and he had like a little traveling bag. So anyway, when we got there to the airport, so anyway, she pulled up our tickets and she said, "Oh, you know, as I said, no carry on allowed because the ticket that you got." So I was like, what are you talking about?" I said, "I've never heard of such." So apparently TWA, not TWA, United Airlines has this thing. I don't know if that's the only airline that has it, but I've never taken them before. And what do you call it? I didn't know that they have regular economy and basic economy. Okay? So apparently we took the basic economy, I think. So the basic economy, you're not allowed to carry on anything. You're just allowed like a personal item, like a pocketbook or something like that. Which I had a pocketbook and I also have my carry on. So I was only allowed my pocketbook. My boyfriend, he was allowed his knapsack. That was it. That's all he was allowed. The other two bags we had to check in. And let me tell you something. I literally had a heart attack because it was $35 a piece. And I said, I had a heart attack and keeled over and came back. Okay. I was so done. And I was like, I never heard of this before. So apparently she said, yeah, that's what American Airlines do. And I was just like, I mean, United Airlines, that's what they do. Because usually when I travel, it's usually either JetBlue or I think done with, I think I've taken Delta before, but it's mostly JetBlue. So I never had that problem. They allow at least one carry on, and then anything after that you have to check it in. So usually when I travel, I tend to travel very light. So that was it. So that was like $70. So we were between both carry-ons that we had to pay. We were just so done. Anyway, we got over that. So then we still had like maybe like another because we got it like 2 hours early. So we had like another um an hour and a half left now to wait. So I was like, you know what, let us, it was a late flight that we took. It was 7:45 p.m. flight. So we, as I said, we just said, let's just get something to eat. I got a glass of wine or two. Usually that's my thing, I tend to travel like during midday so that I get my little glass of wine. It helps me to keep settle. It settles me on the plane and it relaxes me. Okay, because as y'all know, flying, it's just I can't say who is 100% comfortable in mid-air, what, 35,000 feet, in the air, suspended in the air in a plane. Like who is comfortable? Like no. So you know, I have to, take something to relax me. So, um, anyway, we got something to eat, and then now it was time to board. So when we walked over, it was like a half an hour before boarding. They said that the flight was delayed. So it was delayed like a good maybe like 15 minutes. It was supposed to leave at 7:45 p.m. and they said, okay, it's not gonna take off until 8 o'clock. So we were like, okay, that's cool. And all of a sudden it switched again to 8:20. So I was like, okay. So finally we started boarding like 8:30. Okay. We were everybody bored. It takes like about a half an hour to board. So around 9 o'clock, we're getting ready to pull off. We sitting there like a good 20 minutes, and the captain comes on and he says, oh, due to inclement weather, we can't take off yet, but all the gates are closed and we are finding another way to see how we could take off. So we waiting and waiting. Like an hour later, he said, "Okay, we found another way." So this is like, um, what do you call it? Is this is like about 10 o'clock now? Um, Going 10 o'clock. So like about yeah, like about 10 o'clock now. So we're sitting there, and he says, "We found another way to take off, but now we have to refuel the plane." And I was like, okay, until he said, unfortunately, you guys have to deplane. And deplane, I guess, deplane means to get off the plane because we have to get off the plane to refuel it. So I was just like, I felt like I was going to combust. Girl, I was just like, I can't take this. You know, between my boyfriend and I mean, I was just too through, Um, I was trying to, because my boyfriend, he was just like pacing back and forth. And I was just like, you got to stop that because you're making me more anxious. Okay. He was like, nah. He kept on saying, no, I'm good, I'm good. But I walking back and forth. I was like, you're adding to my anxiety. But anyway, God bless him though, because, if I was there by myself, I don't know how I would have managed this whole ordeal. Okay. So anyway, finally now we got off the plane to refuel. It's like another, half an hour, and then we have to get back on the plane. So put it this way, the flight was supposed to leave at 7:45 p.m., right? Sorry, I hit the table. The flight was supposed to leave at 7:45 p.m., okay? The flight did not take off until 12:30 a.m. in the morning. When I said, I was like, oh my God. And then I noticed that usually they come around, they give you snacks. They never did. So I don't know if it's because of that time, because it was late. I don't know. Like, it was when I'm in my hotel room after the next day I was thinking, I said, they never came around and gave us no snacks. Like, what is that all about? So anyway, 12:30. So we didn't land. I texted my sister. I said, I'm estimating that I'm probably gonna get there. We're gonna get there like about 3:30 in the morning. I don't know, you know. So she was like, when I text her, I didn't get her response until we landed, and she said, just text me when you get there. So it was like when we got there, we did get there about 3:30 in the morning. I had to call a hotel and tell them that we're running late. And then my sister, I didn't even know that Texas was so far. Apparently they have like three airports, I believe. And the one, of course, the one that I chose that one because it was a straight flight. I do not like layovers. I cannot stand layovers. So we ended up, I went to LaGuardia, okay, and got a straight flight from there straight into that airport. So, but the thing is, it was like 40, 45 minutes away from her. But and I was gonna say, let's just take a cab and just go home. But she was nice enough. God bless her. I love my sister. She and her boyfriend, they came to get us. It was like it was like what, 4:15 in the morning. They came and they got us, and they dropped us off at the airport. So that was very nice of them. And she also brought food. Okay. Now So, between the us paying for the luggage and between us, what do you call it? The long delayed. So now when we get to the hotel, it was like there was no microwave to heat up the food. And I was just like, I could not eat that food. I can't. It was Chinese food. I'm not eating no Chinese food cold. So my boyfriend ate it, but he has a stomach of a cockroach. Like, I know that my stomach is very funny. I'm very particular about what I put in my stomach. And I was like, mm-mm. I said, no, I'm not doing this. So, yeah, so it's like they didn't have like a microwave, that's open where you could just, I'm thinking that they should have one like at least in the like in a generalized area, like in the cafeteria, or wherever they serve food, because they did serve breakfast and dinner. So I'm thinking that they should have one there for at least the customers, but they never did. So anyway, that was another ordeal. But other than that, that was just the devil. He was trying, girl. But I guess he realized that, I go with the flow and I don't harp on things. And I still enjoyed myself. My cousin, she is like turned up queen, okay? And, she's not young. And I say to myself, I said, I hope that when I reach to her age, that I have the energy just like her, and that I'm sure I'll have the personality just like her, but very sweet. And she's just always partying, but I guess you know what, the partying is probably what keeps her young, like young hearted, like that don't stop her. And she showed us such a good time. We went to what do you call it, it was like a soca slash reggae. It was mostly soca. They were playing, and it was like everybody was running around with their flags and taking pictures. And oh my god, it was just so nice to just see some kind of normalcy. And I mean, it was just, oh my god, it was just so beautiful. It was like just like how I imagined it, or how things were, back in the days of, she like got a table for us. And we had bottles and the hookah, and we just had such a beautiful time. It was me, my sister, my boyfriend, and then her people. And we just had fun. I danced, modeled, ASS off. It's been such a while. I had so much fun. This hair that I have came, I mean, it was perfect, because when I said that I was sweating, and I still came out of that club sweaty, looking cute. My curls were still intact. At first I didn't really like the hair. When you just do a hairstyle, every time this always happens. Every time when I do my weaves, um, I'm just gonna put my lipstick on while I'm doing this. So most of my makeup is done, guys, because I know that I was gonna tell you about my trip. Every time when I do my weaves, it's like I never like it in the beginning. So when she just did it, the hair was very stiff and tight. So it was like I couldn't really do much with it, because when I got on the um my last video, I talked about it and I couldn't do much. But now, like, I'm literally, I just did this hairstyle really quick because it's the easiest hairstyle. But when I went out that night, I had it like in a half, and with the bun right here on top, and then the rest of it done. It was looking really cute. So I'm gonna try like other hairstyles with it. It's so many styles. Even when I went to go visit, my sister came and picked me up on the third day. Like I had it like in a half with a high ponytail and coming down. My sister's like, "Oh, you look like a little girl," and it did. So I'm just loving it. I didn't plan on keeping this in for a long time. I'm not really feeling the color. When I did go down there, I did get those little spraying can of spray. So every day when I go out, it doesn't last long though. It lasts for like a day, then it comes out. I would spray the dark areas to make it more blonde, and it actually looked nice. So, I'll probably keep this in like maybe another 2 weeks. So right now as we speak, I have it in for about 2 weeks now. So that's it. Um, I wanted to see, I wanted to just experiment on something. Because I saw this girl. She mixed, oh, look at my lips. It looks like a monkey's butt. I just can't. um, she mixed that. And where is the other one? It was a purple. Oh, that's red. I have so I have so much lipstick here. Okay, here it is. It was purple and a pink. And it was such a nice color when she mixed it. Something like that. It was kind of, it was almost something like that it came out. But yeah, I saw her mix. It was like, the two colors. These both of these are by MAC. And I'm not sure exactly what colors these are, but she mixed it and it was so nice. The color came out something like this, but I felt like it was more on the purple side. Maybe she put more purple. Now, guys, at least, I like to line my lips. So, guys, I'm doing my video on this new MAC Pro. And let me tell you something. I'm a little bit frustrated because I don't understand it. My boyfriend got me the Mac Pro, and I literally have to like sit down one day and like take a class in how to use this Mac Pro because it is just too sophisticated for me. Okay, even to find the camera, I couldn't even find the camera to do it on to do my video. It was like I had to Google where do you find the camera on the Mac Pro. It's just like, so they were like, you have to go to photos, and that's how I realized. And then even when I got to it, I was like, I saw that it was like just taking pictures, and then I had to go through, it was like three little icons at the bottom, like, cause I'm not computer savvy at all. So it's like I'm just sitting there trying to figure it out. I was playing with it, trying to see how I could use it for school. It was like so complicated. This is just too sophisticated for me. Like, I'm hearing that like you could even talk to it and say open instead of putting in your password. You could talk to it. I didn't even know how to figure that out yet. So, I called my girlfriend and I was like, "This is just too much." And then she's telling me, "Oh, for the word you have to buy the Word document, the Word, Microsoft Word, to and install it and into the computer." Because she was like, these computers, they don't usually come with it. Every computer that, and I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, I said, every computer that I bought, you have to buy the Word, the Microsoft Word. And I didn't even think about that. So I'm using the camera. I'm hoping that it comes out good. I don't know. It doesn't look as bright as my other one because I had an HP. I know I'm a little bit outdated. My boyfriend was like, Jeline, seriously, you got to do better than that. Okay, so yeah, he got me the Mac Pro. So I got to figure out how to use it. I'm sure once I um, know how to use it, I'll appreciate it more. Cause let me tell you something. This is like so frustrating. Okay, like I have to read up on everything, how to do this, how to do this. I didn't even see like to where to find documents. hmm At first, I couldn't even find the documents. And it was so weird too, because some of my documents that's in my HP somehow came over into this. So I don't know what's that all about, because I didn't even know that could happen. Um, and I have to figure out like how can I transfer my HP um documents the documents that I have on my HP over into this. Okay, because I have a lot of schoolwork on there, and to that I have to hold on to and transfer, transfer everything on there. So, guys, oh, before I go, so the reason what prompted me to start to try and use this, so my HP screen, there's a little crack in there. Okay, somehow I was trying to free up the wire on the mouse, and I'm pulling it, being impatient, and the mouse hit against the screen, and there's a little crack on there. So it's like, just forget. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. The devil, he's just really trying me. Just really, but it's just can't. Mm. Yeah, guys. So, um, that's it. My this video was basically me just telling you about my trip. Um, and I look forward to going on my other one. I don't know. It's possibility that I may end up going to DR with my girlfriends in August. I don't know yet because they're talking about this new variant, and I don't know. But I'm just trying to get it in as much, my going aways, my trips as much as possible until, because the way they talking is like they may shut the place down again. I don't know. I hope not. So I'm just praying because boy, I'm telling you, vacations are very important. It is part of self-care. I'm very big on self-care, and you need that. You definitely need that getting away. Definitely. So, guys, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. You know what to do. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. You are welcome to share my video. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Take care and have yourself a fantabulous rest of the week. Bye, guys.